Illinois expanding its response to rising COVID-19 cases across the state. Now that includes expanding access to vaccines, booster shots, as well as testing. And News 8's Josh Lamberty is joining us now to explain what today's plan means for the Illinois Quad Cities. Josh?
Jim, Governor Pritzker announced today that the state will be increasing staffing at community testing sites by 50%. That means that there will be more availability to get a test at each of those locations for 6 days during the week. But none of those sites are here in the Quad Cities, and that has local health leaders feeling frustrated. It's a message state leaders are sending once again.
Once again, this pandemic is surging.
On Monday, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker announced the state will be adding at least 100 personnel at regional vaccine sites. He also announced increasing availability of COVID testing by 50% at 10 locations, expanding it from 4 days a week to 6.
In the coming days, we will also provide additional support to some local health departments around the state to increase their testing capacity and availability.
None of those testing sites are in the Quad Cities. Testing access here will remain the same.
We would love for the state to put a site here.
Janet Hill with the Rock Island County Health Department says, though, she doesn't see that happening.
As someone who's lived in the Illinois Quad Cities for a long time now, the Quad Cities kind of get forgotten when you're looking at statewide assets.
The state did have some pop-up testing sites here when the pandemic first began, but there hasn't been anything permanent.
Getting that test and having that readily available would be a wonderful asset to have in the community.
The next closest state-run testing sites are in Peoria and Rockford, about 100 miles each way from the Quad Cities.
I wish we did have one, but the state has shown no ability to put one here full time.
The impact of this message is one with which local health leaders are all too familiar. Now, the state is utilizing a staffing contract with a third-party company to provide those additional staff. Governor Pritzker said he has asked the Biden administration for Army medical personnel to help with this latest surge. The governor says the state has not received that assistance yet. Jim?
All right, thank you, Josh. And colleges and universities in Illinois are also revisiting procedures for the new term starting next month. Western Illinois University says it expects everyone on campus to get a test before returning to school. Augustana recommending a test for people who are vaccinated and requiring it for students and staff who are not vaccinated.